Hola, I'm Deborah Castillero. I'm the founder and CEO of Bilingual Children's Enterprises. So I want to tell you my story. When I was 7 years old, my mom sent me to Panama to spend the summer with my grandmother. When I came back, I was completely bilingual and Latina. And this would set the stage for what I would do in my career in the Hispanic market and also with my startup. I'm proud to share with you that I'm the pioneer behind Sony Music's Latino crossover strategy that resulted in 900 million in incremental sales because we signed Ricky Martin to the American label, and with that success we went on to sign Marc Anthony, Jennifer Lopez, and Shakira. I also worked with VME Media, which is public television in Espanol, and brought together TED with VME to create the very first TED in Espanol show. While working with VME, I also was responsible for doing research on a white paper about the Latino educational crisis. And I learned several things. First, that English language learners are actually growing 7 times faster than the general student population. And that by 2025, 25% of all students in the United States will be an English language learner. However, only 30% of those kids are actually graduating from high school, and that has to do with English language proficiency. The fourth thing that I learned is that a dual language approach to language learning actually accelerates language learning. So my company is a mobile language learning platform to help preschoolers learn a second language through apps and web-based resources. Not just for English language learners in the United States, but for the billions of families that have a mobile device that want their kids to learn a second language. English language learning is actually the fastest growing segment of the education industry and valued at $193 billion. Last year, we launched our MVP, Tipitom, a Latino-centric IP, whereby 10,000 families have been enjoying the Tipitom experience, learning their letters, their colors, numbers, and shapes. We launched on iOS and also Android, and we have a 19.4% retention rate, which is above the average. In Mexico, we're rated number 6 best as our best ranking. In Costa Rica, we're number 15, and in Colombia, we're number 4. So who are our users? We have that Latina mom who may be Spanish language dominant or bilingual. She is the primary decision maker in the household, yet less than 50% of those children of these Latina moms are actually attending preschool. Then we have the baby Einstein parent who will do whatever they can to give their child a competitive advantage in a global economy. With regard to preschools, 1 out of every 3 students in Head Start is actually a dual language learner. And then we have the iTunes consumer. 75% of all downloads purchased through the App Store is actually for preschool educational content. So we're like Thomas the Train going up this really steep hill. And in the process, we've signed on 6 amazing partners. American Greetings Entertainment. We signed a content licensing deal with them to integrate Care Bears. You remember Care Bears? Well, Care Bears is going to celebrate their 35th anniversary next year, and Tipitom is going to be part of that celebration. We've also signed on Apple as an advisor to help us with our launch strategy and also our monetization model. Facebook has invited us to be part of their free basics platform. They're already in 42 countries and have 30 million users. Curio is a tablet specifically for children, and they want Tipitom preloaded onto their devices. They ship approximately 250,000 units every quarter. We also have VME Media, public television in Espanol. They've expressed interest in our animated video content, so when we're ready, we will have a broadcasting partner. And finally, Leap Innovation. They are our software development arm, and have also just invested $80,000 in my company. And what's great about Leap is they have expertise in mobile, software development, UX, UI, user acquisition, etc. So we're thrilled to have them on board. I also have an incredible team. Pablo Perez, who is a technologist who's serving as our head of product development. Archana Krishna, who recently graduated from General Assembly and is serving as our UX designer. Jill Kaza-Turner, an Emmy Award-winning story editor, a fantastic team. We also have a stellar group of some of the top PhDs in bilingual and dual language education. Please reference my website so you can see all of their amazing profiles. So what's going to happen next? We're in the build right now of building the Tipitom's Care Bears app. It'll launch in April 2017 with all the hoopla centered around Care Bears' 35th anniversary. So, which is very exciting for us because it'll help us keep our cost per acquisition down. So what's unique about us in comparison to the competition? We're essentially a preschool curriculum in an app and web-based resources. So we have word phonics, word recognition, science, technology, numeracy. We'll offer educational tips for parents to increase engagement and also provide that dual player experience. So between a Latino IP and a dual language approach to learning, we have a winning product. Our business model is a freemium model. With our amazing partners, we'll be focused on a B2C play initially, and as we build up content, we'll then transition into a subscription model for a B2B model. We'll take our existing video content and repurpose that on VOD distribution platforms like Veme, like Netflix, Amazon, etc. And as we build affinity for Tipitom, we will build an empire around what is preschool character licensing, toys, apparel, publishing, other digital content. Our product revenue cycle looks like this. With some seed money, we can update our MVP and start monetizing as early as December of this year. We're building right now the web version for free basics, and as we build up our user base, we expect those users to convert to customers, and so we can start monetizing as early as February of next year. Our Care Bears Tipitom app will launch in April, and then in 2018, we'll take the exact same model and reproduce the app in other critical needs languages like English and Mandarin, English and Russian, etc. So our user acquisition strategy is very connected to our partners. Just last week, we got confirmation from LA Public Library that they love the Tipitom product, and they've invited us to promote our product at 73 of their locations. We'll also be doing public relations, reviews, frequently asked questions to drive that organic growth. And then with regard to paid impressions, we'll be utilizing Instagram, Facebook, for campaigns on Twitter, social media, the Latina Mommy Bloggers Network. We'll be looking at opportunities with Telemundo and Univision Digital, as well as Highlights Magazine. So there are several variables for consideration regarding our cost per acquisition and the lifetime value of our customers. In some cases, the consumer it will be a one-time license, or it might be a subscription model. They may buy one product today and then not buy tomorrow, but buy in 6 months. So our average CPA is around $2.50, and certainly we're going to keep our cost per acquisition low, considering all the in-kind marketing support that we'll get from our partners. So who's also in this space? Comparable companies are like ABC Mouse. They're in 60,000 classrooms to date. They're doing 100 million in revenue annually, and a significant amount of their growth has really been attributed to their television campaigns. You have Duolingo, 120 million downloads of the app, and they're still figuring out what their monetization model looks like. And then you have another property called Toca Boca, which is really a digital toy, 130 million downloads, and they're doing 300 million in annual revenue. So we're doing a capital raise of 500K. We've already raised 80,000. We're doing a 2.5 million valuation that can be an equity loan or a convertible note. So great opportunity to get in on early on the investment in this company. Uses of capital, we've got product development, business development, and operations. And to see our financial projections, feel free to reach out to me, Deborah at tipitom.com. And certainly visit our website, tipitom.com. Finally, I just want to leave you with 3 thoughts. There's a huge opportunity. We know that English language learning is the fastest growing segment of the education sector. We know that there is a huge need to address with English language learners, not just in the United States, but also globally, because English is the language of technology and also the language of business. And we have a stellar product with amazing partners. So I hope you consider investing, and I hope to hear from you. Thank you. Muchas gracias.